Well, hello all my friends and lovers of the macabre. Welcome back to Musey's Modern Dreadfuls and Tales of Terror. Today is a happy day for me and for you because it is a video dedicated to the works of my friend and published author Hyperobscura. So get comfy, relax, and don't forget to subscribe at the end. Grin by Hyperobscura. Before we start, Josephine, let me just say that you're not in any trouble. We just want to ask you some questions. That's all.
Okay.
I'm Detective Orwell, but you can just call me Orwell if you like.
Okay.
Now, as I understand it, you've recently made a new friend?
Yes, his name is Grin.
How long have you known him?
Since yesterday.
And where did you meet him?
He was hiding in the basement.
In your basement?
No, in Mr. Rogers' basement. He's our neighbor.
How did you meet him?
I was going to the park and took a shortcut through Mr. Rogers' yard when I saw him.
Where was he?
In the window.
Did he say anything?
Yes, but he speaks in a different language, so I couldn't understand him.
But he told you his name?
No.
Okay, then what happened?
I got the window open and climbed into the basement.
Are you sure the window was unlocked?
Yes.
And then what?
I tried to talk to him.
What did he say?
Lots of things, but I couldn't understand him.
What did he sound like?
Like he spoke from the inside.
And what did you do down there?
There wasn't much to do. He wanted company, I think. So we just sat there.
Could he leave?
I don't think so.
Why not?
He was waiting.
For what?
I don't know. I couldn't understand.
What more can you tell me about Grin?
Maybe you should ask Mr. Rogers about him.
We want to, Josephine, but he's not with us anymore.
Oh.
When you say he was different, what do you mean exactly? Was it his skin color?
That too. He was black and yellow and had bumps all over.
Was he hurt, do you think?
I don't think so, but it was hard to tell.
How so?
He didn't have a face then, so I couldn't tell if he was wincing or not.
I'm sorry?
He had no face. It was all just wrinkly skin. I think he had a face underneath, though.
He had no face then?
He made a face for me before I left. That's how I knew he was a friend.
I don't understand, Josephine.
He carved a big smile for me in his skin with his fingernails. It was kind of yucky with all the blood and everything, but it made me happy. And then he told me he needed to go.
How could you understand him?
I just could. He wanted to be alone with Mr. Rogers.
And, what more did he say?
That it was time for him to face the Grin Reaper.
And that was Grin by Hyperobscura. And don't you go anywhere because, of course, I have another story to share with you. And our next story is called Kiss Eye by Hyperobscura. My daughter Tara is an eye kisser. Don't worry, it's not as weird as it sounds. It's not like she wraps her lips around your eyeball and suckles it or anything. She simply likes to take out her eye and push her iris into yours and kind of rub them together, I guess. A sign of affection, I'd imagine. Some people find it a bit strange to begin with, but you'll get used to it. Tara was born prematurely, and per the regular complications, she came out in pieces, like a tiny baby puzzle. A head, a neck, torso, arms, legs, bits and bobs, odds and ends. They had to dig real deep for the eyes, though. I suppose they must have fallen out at some point and somehow gotten calcified in the placenta. These things happen from time to time, they told me. The misplaced body parts, I mean. The calcified eyes, not so much. In essence, it just means my Tara is special, one of a kind, a miracle. We put her together as best we could and pumped my blood through her teeny tiny veins, my eyes tearing up as her little exposed black lump of a heart started beating, followed then by a pained, wheezing croak echoing through the vast chamber. I plopped in her calcified eyes and we baptized her in the remains of her father right then and there. That was 2 years ago. Oh, how time flies. They grow up so fast, you know? One day, they're squirming around in several pieces in your bed, again, and you have to stitch them right back up. And the next day, they're playing Find the Neighbor's Head. Time, my friend, is truth. Hard and cruel. We are gods and goddesses for an instant, and then, without warning, we are devoured by the slime of the dark. My slime is coming. The signs are there, rotten at the core, beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time. But we leave behind seeds of destruction, progeny to blossom into sweet, ungodly death, tearing away at time and space and reality unconditionally. My Tara is an eye kisser. She was born blind, you see. Calcified eyes aren't really organically capable of sustaining photoreceptors. So she lives in the black most of the time. That's where she belongs. That's where she thrives. But when she kisses your eyes for a brief moment, she will be you. And it's a beautiful thing. Every little memory you've got stored in that noggin of yours, she'll suck right out of your head through your eyes and slurp them up ravenously. It is an excruciating ordeal for most, but a sacrifice they're willing to make. It's for the greater good. I can tell you're not one of them, but I urge you, friend, lie still. Trust me, you don't want her to rip them out. My Tara is an eye kisser. Please, just let her kiss your eyes. And that was another creepy and surreal gem by my friend and published author, Hyperobscura. And the title was Kiss Eye. I am always thrilled when I get to bring you more Hyperobscura, but I don't want to, take advantage of the fact that we've become pretty good friends. So I try to not cover him more than, a couple times a month. No, he's a great guy, and I will be doing a giveaway. As I've said, he's a published author, and I'm going to give away one of his books, and it will be signed. Lastly, the collab you have all been hearing about that will be featured on Dr. Creepin's channel. He's a mensch and he's the best. Anyway, the dates will be somewhere between December 20th and December 27th. So yeah, there were some delays. A couple of the creators have issues that came up. You know, it happens, but before the end of the year and definitely in December. Okay, so look out for that. Yippee-ki-yay, Musey lovers. I will be back soon and bringing some Christmas horror. I'll see you loves later. Bye now.